Jerome Mayhew.
Deputy Speaker. I wanted to take part in this debate today because I wanted there to be a united front in condemnation of P&O tactics in firing 800 seafarers without notice last Thursday by Zoom. And I watched that Zoom programme. It was extraordinary, wasn't it? It was amateur. It thanked staff for their service whilst sacking them with immediate effect and without notice. Now, the motion condemns the decision of P&O to fire 800 staff without notice and demands their reinstatement. And despite the anger on the other side, I think this is a case, Madam Deputy Speaker, where we're furiously agreeing with each other. Because we have shared overriding objectives. The first one must be to try and get those seafarers reinstated. And it's only if we can't achieve that first objective that we should move on to secondary objectives. And that needs to be to make sure that this is not a tactic that is seen to work for either DP World / P&O, either for themselves or as an example for other employers. It's really important that we set a standard here and we make a stand. So we are quite right, both through this debate, and I congratulate the opposition for calling this debate today. We need to maximise public pressure on DP World to reconsider. We also do need to use the efforts of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency to make absolutely sure that all safety regulations for the remanned vessels are complied with. This means physical inspections and crew-related training and safety drills, because there should be no benefit of the doubt, no leeway given for this business. I do not suggest that we have discriminatory behaviour against the company, but where you have a company that has lost the trust of the government and the trust of the public, then it should be up to them to prove their compliance. I also welcome the announcement that the Insolvency Service is being asked to look into the potential of a criminal prosecution with an unlimited fine, and I've already made mention of that in an earlier intervention. And it's also right that the government immediately instructed officials to review all government contracts. Now, I understand, Madam Deputy Speaker, that the government must comply with any legal relationships that they have already entered into, but thereafter there should be no further positive relationship with a company that has forfeited its good name, and the company I have in mind is DP World, and not just P&O Ferries. P&O took the decision to follow the money. We need to challenge and to change that calculation to make sure that the sums for this act no longer add up. Now, we have to recognise that the business losses of P&O Ferries has been substantial and over a prolonged period. Over £100 million a year on a turnover not much more than £600 million. So that is unsustainable in the long run, even with a profitable parent company. And the answer may be that restructure is the only way to prevent the loss of the entire business, leading to many more jobs, some 2,000 additional jobs. So my complaint isn't the business decision necessarily to restructure, but the way, the manner, the approach that has been taken by P&O Ferries, because there is no immediate and catastrophic change in circumstances. It's been like this for the last couple of years. There is time, there has been time for notice and for consultation. There has been and there is time to work with staff to at least try to agree a route back to sustainable profitability, and yet it has not even been attempted. And there's no reason given for failure to treat employees seemingly within the realms of the law. This is a case of terrible business mismanagement, flouting the law in a calculation that they will save money. We have to make sure that that calculation is wrong.